This is not intended for one hater, but all haters. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters.
Call it my battleground. I'm on that center stage where suckers be talking that, but not to my face. Making major moves while them haters boo. Nothing no harder you shine. You know them haters come by the dozen. All them haters that be talking about us, they be hating on our grind. Cause you know we coming up. We be spending all the time on these rhymes and the clubs. You can't steal my shine, cause I'm prime, never mind. Cause fame and fortune be the only notion for them haters do. Many years in the game, so you know I paid my dues. No need for the fame, I'm taking names, so I know. And when Moshe blows up, I'm emailing all them.
Haters make me famous.
What the haters know about that Moshe music? Haters.
Good morning, everybody. Cap Nation Live. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Sunday game day edition, Sunday the 27th of December. The year is almost over. Welcome, 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 everybody. Going to be another great edition. Great day for Cap Nation Live. We are an hour later than normal, but we're ready to rock and roll. Ready to rock and roll. Good morning, everybody that is tuning in. Arturo P, Gains and Games, Anthony, Michael, Mr. Brown, Jose Lopez, Jimmy Carson, Shane Russell, Edward, Oliver, William, David, Matt, good morning. Princess Chachu in the house, good morning. Shane Russell, I think I already got you twice by now. Robert S, good morning. Justice, good morning. Kirk Gray, good morning. It says Jets plus a 7, Titans plus 3.5, and the Texans minus 6.5. Let's effing go. Mr. Cashington's, good morning. Nick Martinez, good morning. Shane Johnson, good morning. Greg Engel, good morning. Tim, good morning. Ross Pitts, good morning. Oregon 245, good morning. I think we're about there. The other Jose, good morning. Adam D, good morning. Jesse, good morning. Good morning, everybody. If I missed you, I do apologize. It was not on purpose, or was it? Could have been. Could have, should have, would have been. Anyways, welcome. Ready to duplicate yesterday into today. Yesterday was a fan-flipping-tastic day. Didn't matter which direction you looked at. Yesterday was a winning day. Every direction that we looked, left, right, up, down, all the way around. Premium plays had a 2-1 winning day. My personal plays had a 3-1 winning day. The college football bowl package, if you're not on it, went 2-0 and is 3-0 so far in the college bowl games. Free plays ended up 1-1. However, we had that nice plus 121 dog that we gave out during the live show. So that put us in the profit section there. Guaranteed Saturday by the grace of Gruden. Actually, by the grace of Fitzmagic in a face mask, we got it. Should have got it. Before that, however, John Gruden played, I don't even know how you describe it if you watched the game yesterday, for a field goal when you could have just punched it in the flipping end zone, went for 2, and forced Miami to score a touchdown while you're up 7 with, you would have had about 50 seconds left on the clock, versus give them 20 seconds and they only got to get a field goal. But either way, we cashed the over, because let me tell you, when we lose a game by analytical bad luck, I get roasted and we're just the world's worst fucking service in the world. Yada, yada, yada. F this, F that. I hear it all the time. So a win is a win. It doesn't matter how we get it. but we fucking got it, that's for sure. We fucking got it. Excuse my language this morning. I seen a couple naysayers. Oh, we were lucky to win that one. We should have lost. You should have given me another one. Yeah, right. You're the same dickheads that say, hey, we lost. That was a bad loss. Analytical loss. We lost. We lost by one. Yeah, you effing suck. But hey, we got it. So congrats, everybody. Win is a win, and it doesn't matter how it comes as long as you're cashing. That is all that matters. So, didn't matter which direction we looked yesterday. YouTube exclusive play on Liberty's team total over was a winner. How about that? Hey, everybody, Liberty is a live dog. Yep, they sure were. They tried screwing it up at the end. Bitcoin up over $27,000. $27,313.43. The current price for Bitcoin. Lamar, I agree. Yes, Edward, the Raiders did the right thing. They kicked themselves out of the playoffs. So that way we don't have to worry about no stupid bets on them in the playoffs. I agree. The Raiders made the right call. They saved us probably a heartache in the wild card round somewhere along the way from taking a stupid bet on them. Exactly, Robert. Exactly. But let me tell you, I'm kind of glad they kicked themselves out of the playoffs rather than punch it in. Me personally, I would have punched it in, went for 2, go up by 7, and make them score a touchdown and an extra point to beat you. Colby, good morning. Absolutely. Beating the books yesterday. But hey, nonetheless, we cashed and they kicked themselves out of the playoffs, and we don't have to worry about no shenanigans. We don't have to worry about no shenanigans anymore. That's the best thing about it, is we don't have to worry about no shenanigans happening. Nothing, no bad beats, no not showing up, no nothing with the Raiders. Shane, my blood pressure's going up. I'm good, brother. Brandon, why didn't they start Mariota over Carr? Well, because Carr is the starter of the team. And he was healthy enough to go. Hey, them losing was not Carr's fault. Carr drove him down the field, put him in position. And they were told to go down at the 1, take time off the clock, kick a field goal because they're going to win by 2. You suckers deserve to lose. Man, I was tweeting right when I seen that they were going that they weren't going for it, that they went down again at the 1. I was like, oh man, these fuckers, I hope they lose. I hope the Raiders lose. Man, let me tell you, Christmas miracles came a day late yesterday. Uh-huh. That is for sure. Hey, Carr did a great job. I actually feel bad for him. Nick, they deserve to lose for playing with the over, right? Nah, I mean, analytically, by the book, it says to do exactly what they did. That's why they did it. If you remember, John Gruden got beat earlier in the year by Kansas City by leaving a minute on the play clock, by scoring that touchdown a little early. And no doubt about it, analytically, it was the right thing to do. However, analytics, I hate the analytical part of football. I absolutely hate that part of analytical football. We end up on the wrong side of it more times than not, And so for us to stick one up the rear of that analytical guy's book, actually take his book and shove it up his ass, that was, let it blow up in their face yesterday. That was great. That was great. Absolutely loved it. I was tickled to death last night, let me tell you. Not just the fact that we won, because after the game of the week and Guaranteed Saturday yesterday and the other plays yesterday, I am even from my college football game of the year disaster. I'm finally back to even after that near 50K disaster. Whew. I said I was going to get it back before the end of the weekend, and we did. Nick, I thought they were going to punch it in and go for 2. I thought, okay, maybe he's going, they're going to try and get it in on, on third down. But nope, go down at the 1. Dr. Franklin says, I'm glad they did because they don't deserve in the playoffs. Hey, the ball doesn't lie. The ball doesn't lie. That is a fact. The ball does not lie. And the ball got the fish a win. Tua being the starter next week. You guys know, I've openly talked about my thoughts on that one. Fitzmagic should have been the starter. However, they drafted Tua. There was no preseason. They didn't get to see him at all. Evaluating if their draft pick was worth it. What do they need to do moving forward? It's definitely been a trying year for the Dolphins. I actually feel bad for old Fitz because the guy comes in and wins games. And it was Fitz that put him in playoff position and where they are today. And they let Tua come in and ride the suck bus. Then they put in Fitz in the fourth quarter for the comeback. And then they come back out just 18 minutes later and say, yeah, we're gonna have Tua as a starter next week. So I feel bad, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. A lot of things in the NFL don't make sense. Adam Gase still has a coaching job. Edward says he's scared of the Giants covering today as a Giants fan. Scared of the Giants covering. Yeah, Nick, Tua is the starter next week. Kind of the things that make you go, The things that make you go, Oh, yeah. Going to be a great day today. Going to be a great day today. Ross says Raiders did cover my parlay. I liked the Raiders plus the 3 yesterday. That I did. I did like the Raiders plus the 3. But I laid off of it. I had a nice chunk on the over, so I said, hey, got enough on that game. Let me just continue where we're at. Stead the course. Stead the course. Justice, right? Yeah, if he gets a certain amount of starts, there's probably a starter's bonus. But hey, he'll probably be in there, or there's a snap bonus, one of the two. Or 3 or 4, all of the above. We'll start breaking down the games. We'll take a look at the NFL action. We'll see how much time we have left. From there, we'll move into maybe some NBA or college basketball. NBA treating us nice and right. NBA treating us nice and right. Alrighty. I love it. I love all the people doubting the free play we put out, the daily free play. I love it. You don't like it? Fade. Go the other way. That's what I say to everybody. You don't like what we put out as a free play? By all means, go the other way. Let me know how it works out for you in the long run. Let me know how it works out. The Giants on the road as a dog can be scary. Uh-oh. NFL teams ask Urban Myers about interest in returning to coaching. I'd love to see him go to USC, but we're pretty positive he's not going to end up coaching my Trojans anytime soon. Interesting. See where he ends up. What was the free play? It's in the daily free play video. You got to go watch that video if you want to know what it is. Rory can't find free play. Can't find where to bet it, or you can't find what it is. It's in the daily free play video. I agree, Gene. Gene says calling Fitz second string. He should be starting giving two of the spot next year. Fitz could be a starter at least 10 teams. If he was at Pittsburgh, they'd have a shot at the AFC crown, not with Big Ben. I agree. He could definitely be a starter of multiple teams. That's for sure. Do I think Pittsburgh has their shit together? Well, for their sake, I hope so. Justice help, I can't stop winning. Ross puts Kyle everything in of an NBA package. NBA is included in our premium plays and my personal plays. I show plenty of tickets, Dr. Franco. Oh, I gave out a free play on the football team. The football team. The football team. That game. That game with the football team. Aaron Gore, good morning, sir. What's funny is with COVID, the coaches wearing their masks on the sidelines. I was just watching a replay video when the Dolphins kicked that game-winning field goal last night. Reginald, my brother, what is going on? And it's showing John Gruden's reaction. Can you imagine if there was no mask? The F-bombs that those masks hide. Those masks are good for TV and the FCC fines that they get. Ron, good morning. All right, gonna pop our stuff up. We're gonna jump right into it. Absolutely, Liberty yesterday getting the job done. Remember, for YouTube exclusive members, not only did you have a free play video yesterday for exclusive members with a winner in it, but there is a YouTube members exclusive live show today at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. 2 p.m. Eastern Time for the YouTube exclusive members only live show. If you're not a YouTube exclusive member, meaning your name is not showing up in green, then you need to hit the join button right next to the subscribe button. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, do it now as well. Click that join button, join our YouTube channel. It's only $9 or $14.99 for the larger access. You get access to exclusive content just for you guys multiple times through the week. Depending on which package you're on, there is a live show for everybody today. Or you can just click that link right there, and then you can come join the green side, which is the fun side, let me tell you. It's a lot of fun. The YouTube exclusive live shows for exclusively for members is a lot of fun. And we're going to have some more fun today again. Tim Kane, thank you. Love having you as a member as well. Hopefully those emojis will be dropping soon. That's the plan. We got some more emojis coming. Billy DeCap, 88, good morning. The next college bowl game is on Tuesday, okay? The next college bowl game is on Tuesday. We will have a bowl play for Tuesday on the website later today, so you can bet it early, all right? Tuesday's bowl package play will be on the website later today. That way you can bet it and bet it early. If you're not on the bowl package, you still have time to get on board. We're already 3-0, off to a nice little hot start, and we'll continue that trend. And also that college basketball big game promo. I know somebody asked about it yesterday if they could still get on it. You can still get on it, but I believe the signups are coming to an end. I believe Monday or Tuesday is the absolute last day to get on that. And we do have a big game promo game today. Dustin, no, they removed them. They've got a new version in the works. New version in the works. We had them up there for about a year. It's extremely expensive, and they just weren't getting used enough to justify the company keeping them up there. They cost us, in order to host it, over 6 figures a year just to keep them up there. So there was no need. Nick should be starting. I don't do the soccer for that part, so I don't know the exact first game, but this next week. Edward, I like it. I like it. But yeah, it should be starting this next week, Nick. I'll try and find out though. I'll ask him when I chit chat with him later. Angel, good morning. If you guys haven't done so, please do us a huge favor. Give us a big thumbs up in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys the free content 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Yeah, Dustin, the reason why it was so expensive is because ours was actual real time. They weren't 15-minute or 30-minute delayed, scrapped XML feeds or anything like that. So ours was 100% real time. Steven Sanchez says, good morning, guys. Great play on Liberty, Kyle. Yep, thank you. You're very welcome. It was a nice one. Nice one. Remember, YouTube live show for YouTube members only at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Sharp. All All right, so first game that we're going to jump into, 366 on leap year, absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to jump right into the breakdowns here and see what kind of trouble we can get into today. Just looking at something real quick. Alrighty. First one we're going to reach out and touch. We're going to touch the Bengals and the Texans. We're going to bounce around in no particular order. We're going to just bounce around today. Take a look at a handful of games. Good luck, Chris. Something in my ball. Alrighty. Line on this one. Bengals coming in plus 7.5. Texans laying 7.5 minus $1.10, or actually minus $1.12. Over and under set over 46. With a first half number of the Bengals plus 4.5. Total 22.5. Cincinnati's full game team total 19.5. The Texans 27. First half numbers have the Texans over and under 13.5 and the Bengals 7 and a hook at 7.5. Remember, there's still a lot of do-nothing games where they're meaningless for certain teams other than ending the season on a high note. Something in my eyeball this morning. But there's still money to be made on them. There's still money to be made on them. You guys crack me up with the phone, sir. Or, Justice, you're coming. I can't stand people that worry about their life without phone service. Well, I promise you, when I go camping, you guys worry if I have phone service or not. You worry about if I have it or not, so that way I can continue to bring you free plays and the good stuff. David, my bookie crashed. That's too bad. You got to stop beating them so bad. All right? You got to let them win a little back before you take a little more. Nick says the Texans just went up to 9 on my site. Hot diggity dog. All right, so just a quick little gander at this one. And that's what we're going to plan on doing, is just quick little ganders at some of the games. Game 463, 464. The 3-10-1 shit Bengals, 8-6 against the spread. Joe Burrow-less Bengals up against Deshaun Watson and the Texans. 4-10 straight up, 4-10 against the spread. 7-6-1 to the over. You've got Cincinnati averaging 19.4 points a game. They are coming off their 27-17 victory over Big Ben and the Steelers, which even just sounds strange to say. Averaging 19.4 points a game, averaging 97 yards a game rushing the ball at 3.8 yards per carry. They average 216 in the air at 5.8 yards per passing attempt. Then you've got the Texans averaging 22.5 points per game, just a smidge over 3 touchdowns a game, averaging just 3.9 yards a carry, 86 yards a game on the ground, 275 in the air, 8.2 yards per passing attempt. Cincinnati 18-7 against spread the last 15 games versus an opponent, coming off a conference straight up win. They are coming off a conference straight up win. The Texans, the losers of 3 straight, losing 26-20 to Indy, losing 36-7 to the Bears, and then losing to Indy again 27-20. Texans 3-12 against the spread versus an opponent after a straight-up win. Cincinnati 12-1 to the under on the road as an underdog of more than 7 points. When you start taking a look at these defenses, let's start with the Bengals. They give up 25.4 points a game. They give up 4.6 yards per carry, 129 yards a game on the ground. They give up 244 in the air at 7 yards per passing attempt. They're -7 on turnovers. If you can't stop the run and you turn over the ball, you're going to lose in the NFL. If you can't stop the run and you turn over the ball, you're going to lose in the NFL. Well, here we are. We've got 2 teams that 1 can't stop the run and 2, they turn over the ball. This could just be a shit show today. All right, you've got the Texans giving up 27.6 points per game. They give up 5 yards a carry, 150 on the ground, 252 in the air at 7.4 yards per passing attempt, and a combined -15 between both teams. The Texans leading the charge at -8 on turnovers and -7 for the Bengals. If there was a prop on how many turnovers there's going to be, we should bet it. I'd have to say over 4. As far as this one goes, you've got at least one prolific offense that's capable of striking, and that's Deshaun Watson. I'm a big Deshaun Watson fan. Definitely needs some help around him, and it's the supporting cast. But a good quarterback takes and uplifts a supporting cast around him and makes the players around him better. You average 275 a game in the air at 8.2 yards per passing attempt. You have a quarterback that can run the ball. Time to find a back that can get you that extra 70 to 80 yards a game, because your quarterback will pick up the rest. So that way you can actually have decent running numbers, not 86 yards a game. But it's the defense of the Texans that have been giving up the points as well as the turnovers on offense. Both teams giving up the points. Both teams giving up the run game yards as well as the passing game yards, the turnovers, the this, the that. As long as the turnovers don't happen deep in their own zones, well, actually, if it happens deep in their own zones, it'll create more scoring opportunities. But as long as they don't happen deep in the other team's zone, and they're going to force them to drive all the way down the field, as far as that one goes, I do lean towards the over 46. Jalen, good morning and congrats. Congrats on being a Dolphins fan, a true Dolphins fan, before they had the record that they did. I'm still tired from the holidays. But yeah, do lean towards the Bengals and the Texans. For everybody that doesn't know, a lean is just a lean. It is exactly that. It's something we lean towards. It's not something that we go out and fire on. Sometimes we'll have a strong lean. And that is something that I will let you guys know and say, hey, this is what we're betting or this is what we're not betting, etc., etc., etc. But a lean, something that we're leaning towards, but I don't generally have a bet on it just yet. FM 818229, no, this is our last breakdown. We've already broken down all the games. This was the final one. All righty. About time for a refill on that latte. How to bet your roomie's rent. Put it all on green. Spin the wheel. And hope you win. All right. Moving right along. Moving right along. Don't worry, FM. This was our first breakdown. You know, I was thinking about moving the show into our bathroom. We don't have a closet here because it's an office. But I was thinking about moving the show to the bathroom. Or at least the bathroom in the background. That way, we can fit in with the rest of the crowd on YouTube. Maybe put on a little undershirt, call it a day. All right, so the next game day breakdown. The next game day breakdown that we're going to do. Just going to flip a coin and randomly select, all right? Actually, we're just going to point and shoot. Next one that we're going to break down. Falcons and the Chiefs. Falcons and the Chiefs. Yes, Justice, or like the the basement or the closet, or maybe the attic. Maybe the barn. Maybe the barn. TD368, thank you. Thank you. Glad you could tune in with us. You guys know I'm just having some fun today. We need to hang up a dartboard so we can start throwing some darts. All right, that good Matty Ice, Patrick Mahomes game. Woo! High flying total coming in on this one. Falcons 4-10 straight up, 6-8 against the spread, 6-8 to the over. The Chiefs 13-1, 7-6-1 against the spread, 7-7 to the over. How would you like it if your perfect season was derailed by the Las Vegas Raiders? Justice, I think the RV is the closest. No, the RV is worth more than their basement or their single wide. You got to remember, the RV costs more than their single wide. And the RV, how cool is it? It's on wheels and it operates. Speaking of which, we may in the near future, in the next week or two, have a Gone Fishing with Kyle Johnson Today episode on the Colorado River. We may. And then might have to do a cooking one as well while we're out there. You just never know. Might be coming up. You guys crack me up with the comment section. Can I give my thoughts on Henry? Anytime touchdown? Henry's a good option. He scores a lot of touchdowns. As far as the prop goes, I don't even know what the juice on it is. But anytime you can get a Henry prop at a decent price value, is always a good bet. Alex, good morning. You just missed the entire show. We're done. Time to get off, sign off, go make our wagers. So thanks, Alex, for tuning in. Now, goodbye. No, I'm just teasing you. We're just now getting started. Only one breakdown so far, jumping right into to the Falcons and the Chiefs next. Anytime you can get good value, a good juice, good low juice on a Henry prop, it's probably good. Kansas City, 31-18-1 in their last 50 games against a decent passing team, averaging more than 6.8 yards per attempt. Atlanta, 1-9 against the spread after playing Tampa Bay. How long are the starters going to play for today? Unless it's a blowout, the starters are playing the entire game. If they win today, they get the number 1 seed, so Kansas City actually has something big to play for. Mike says minus 224, the Henry TD. Sounds about right. Jeff D, good morning. Wonder if Mahomes would play. Mahomes is playing. The entire team is playing. They have something to play for today. They lock up the number 1 seed with a win today. So let me tell you, starters will be playing. Unless it's a blowout, the starters will be playing the entire game. Don't forget our big Sunday NFL guaranteed play. That goes down. You need to be signed up by 1 p.m. Eastern time. If you're not on it, it is only $50. It does come with a guarantee. We are going to smash the snot out of the books today. Kansas City 27-5 to the under. At home against weak defensive teams, allowing more than 24.5 points a game. Kansas City as a teaser, I like it. Last time these two teams faced off was in 2016. So if somebody wants to tell you that the over in this matchup is 5-0, because trust me, there's going to be some people out there that say, hey guys, the over is 5-0 in 5 straight meetings between the Falcons and the Chiefs. And when they tell you that, I want you to tell them, yeah, they're using stats from 20 years ago. That covers 2016, 2012, 2008, 2004, and the year 2000 when the Falcons beat the Chiefs 29-13. And Patrick Mahomes was probably still using a pacifier. So tell somebody to take that stat and shove it right up their keister. Because I promise you, there's going to be somebody that tells you that. Probably a quick look on Twitter, we could probably find at least 20 douchebags. Anyways, the Falcons just 1-9 against the spread the last 10 games after having to play Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay scares them for the rest of the season, apparently. All right, so jumping into these numbers. First of all, Kansas City has won every game since their game against the Raiders. They've won 9 straight. Johnny No, does the guaranteed play today come with the combo package? It does. Sunday NFL guaranteed play does come with the combo package, yes. Robert says, can't believe Gruden's coaching call last night. Hey, horrible decision. I loved it. They kicked themselves right out of the playoffs. I absolutely love it. Taking a look at the numbers. Atlanta averaging 25.4 points a game on offense. They averaged 94 yards a game on the ground, 3.7 yards a carry, 273 in the air, 7 yards per passing attempt. And somehow they can't string together a win. They have not won in 3 games. Losing to Kansas City 31-27. Losing to Tampa Bay 31-27. Losing to the Chargers 20-17. And losing to the Saints 21-16. Before that, they had their big 43-6 win over the Vegas Raiders. Then you've got Kansas City averaging 31.1 points per game with their high-flying, high-paced Patrick Mahomes-led offense, averaging 116 on the ground, 4.5 yards a carry, 311 in the air at 7.9 yards per passing attempt. Tim Kane, please tell me what I get with the combo package. With the combo package, you get a week of premium plays, a week of my personal plays. You get next Saturday's guaranteed Saturday because today's Sunday. So you get next Saturday's guaranteed Saturday. You'll also get the next UFC Max Fight pick when we have one in 2 weeks. And then you also get today's NFL guaranteed Sunday play. All that in the combo package for $3. Sounds expensive, but you get a shit ton in it. And there's a link right to it right there. Get it right on the website. When you want to hear a stat from a winning program, these are offensive stats from a winning program in the NFL. 31 points a game, 116 yards a game on the ground at a 4.5 yard per rushing attempt average, 311 in the air at 7.9 yards per passing attempt. Those are winning numbers by an offense. Tim, you're very welcome. As far as defensive number goes, Kansas City's defense could definitely step it up. That's for sure. They do give up 22.1 points a game, but it's not so much the points that I'm worried about. It's the run yards, all right? They give up 4.6 yards a carry, 123 yards a game on the ground. They give up 230 in the air, 6.6 yards per passing attempt. They're +8 on the turnovers. John, thank you for jumping on board. I'll be sending you my personal plays here shortly. So I know it tells you to call in. No need to call in. I text out my personal plays, premium plays, the guaranteed Sunday play you get on the website. Remember, if you're accessing our site on a cell phone, make sure you turn it sideways. That way you do not miss a beat. Turn it sideways. You'll be able to see the small little box that's got 4 little windows in it right next to your username. Click that box and scroll down. And if you guys want to be cool like Tim, go to the website, jump on board the combo package. Because it is going to be some more fun today. Give me 1 second, guys. John just sent you my personal plays. Anthony says and brings up a very, very big comment. First of all, Anthony, I give you a round of applause. Says 170 watching, only 69 thumbs ups. We're at 73 now. Get off your ass, get in gear, and do us a favor. Give us a big thumbs up in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys the free content. It should be well over 150 likes by now. That's for sure. I know I can just say, hey, I'm not giving you a free play until you get me there, and watch, it'll happen. All right, so no free play until you guys get at least 115. See, watch them go up. Thank you, Gino. I appreciate that, my brother. So as soon as you guys get to 115, I'm going to spit something out. All right, I'm going to spit something out as soon as you guys get us to 115. Ready, set, go. You guys are slow. You guys are slow. All right, so taking a look at the high line on this one. First of all, Kansas City laying 10.5 minus $1.19. And I got logged out of my live odds. Hang on 1 second. Sooner or later, it'll let me back in. You guys act quick when I say that, right? Edward, this is a family show. The Cap Nation family is a show. Longshot says better than 115 donations. It's free to hit the like. But hey, I'll take $115 $10 donations. I'll take it. Right? Oh, I hit the wrong button. Just close it out. Hang on 1 second, folks. Just kidding. No donations needed here. I don't need your donation to bet. I already bet with my own money. That's for sure. The only thing that we ask is you help us out. Hit the thumbs up button. Share it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you want to join either on the website or both. Website and YouTube exclusivity. All right. So this one getting the big spread. You can get plus 11 minus $1.11 for the dog in the Falcons. Total over and under 53. The high flying total. First half number is 27. First half number is 27. 26 for 26 more, and you'll have the full game over. I'm sure the picture's flattering, and that's not bad of a screen has been unfrozen. Thank you. I do appreciate that. You guys are almost close to the 115 mark. And then I'm going to spit one out. I promise you're going to like it. I promise you're going to like it. First quarter numbers. Falcons, plus 3.5 in the first quarter. Plus 225 on the money line. Who've been opening up lights out, but giving it up late in the game. Over 10 in the first quarter as well. All right, so when you're taking a look at the numbers, we've already went over the offensive numbers, so let's take a look at the defensive side of things. All right, and I'm telling you, as soon as you guys get to 115 on my screen, actually 116, because there'll be the one douchebag that unchecks it as soon as I give out a free play. So we're gonna up it. All right, we're gonna up it. We're gonna make you guys do 116. Maybe I'll change it to 130, and then 150, and then eventually we get to 150. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm having a good time this morning. All right, take a look at the defensive numbers. And we are at 115. Congratulations. Man of my word. Kansas City, Atlanta Falcons, first quarter over 10. First quarter over 10. Lock it in. Bet it now. It's a flipping winner. All right? Lock it in. Bet it now. First quarter over 10. Minus $1.20. Lock it in. Going to put it up on the Vibe Interactive Free Playboard. Round of applause for me sticking to my word. And just like that, one douchebag went from 117 to 116. Now we finally went back up to 117. Edward, people can be so petty, right? Right? We were just at 69 until Anthony said something. Thank you, Anthony. Round of applause to you. Kansas City, Atlanta, first quarter over 10. Lock it in. Get it up on that Vibe Interactive Free Playboard. I'm sure that'll be all kinds of fudged up right here. Oh, shit. That's not too bad. You got a little from the ATL. Close parentheses, make it longer. Put a little space between there, make it look a little nicer. Ba-dum. There we go. See, now that I'm not on screen, I can kick back, pick my nose, scratch my back, stretch. Oh, that felt good. Woo, doggy, we're going to have a nice big monster day today. I feel it. I feel it. Alrighty. Sorry you get to look back at my ugly mug. Robert S., my book only offers 10.5. Well, Robert S., if your book only has 10.5, I recommend going to our website, cappersdirect.com, taking a look at that very front post about betonline.ag, clicking that link, entering the promo code, and getting signed up with a book that offers a competitive and fair line. That's what I would recommend doing, in my opinion. But I'm sure 10.5 is a winner. TD368 says pound the like button and make that easy money. I agree. Everybody should. Everybody should. Give me 1 second here. Alrighty. So, with the other aspects of this game, besides the first quarter over 10, there are a few avenues that I do like. But first of all, William tuning in via text, good morning. Again, I'm not a fan of laying double digits as a favorite in the NFL. And the fact that you can still get 11 at minus $1.10. 11 is a lot of points. Now, is that a lot of points for Kansas City? It sure was in a few of their games so far this year. 11 points was a lot last week. 11, well, I mean, they still would have covered because they were a dog, but they were laying 7 against Miami. They did not cover. They were laying 13 against Denver. They did not cover. They were laying 7.5 against the Raiders. They did not cover. They were laying 10 against Carolina. They did not cover. They were laying 19.5 against the Jets, and they covered. They laid 7 against Denver, and they covered. 10 against Vegas, they did not cover. They covered against New England at 11. Now, I will tell you this. As a favorite of 11 or more, that's happened 3 times this year. They're 2-1. Alex, hold that thought. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Give you guys a little tune. Literally 30 seconds. Maybe 45. Don't go anywhere. Don't worry, we're back. We didn't go nowhere. All right? We have not gone anywhere. Give me a second. Hang tight, folks. I don't know how we're going to do this, but I'm going to figure it out, so don't go nowhere. Do. See, we got it. We got the barbershop pole. Yeah. Take this plastic off. We got it. Before the new year, it's here. I just got to figure out how to mount it. Got all this cellophane on it. Unboxing. Unboxing with Kyle. We do have it. It is here. And it does operate, and it does work. It's pretty damn cool. I need a razor blade is what I need. I wish it only took one power cord. Unfortunately, this fucker takes two. But we're going to figure it out. I've had it. The funny thing is I've had this thing for like 7 months. 6 months. It's been sitting. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's been sitting actually in the storage room. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we got a spinner. I need to just mount this sucker right here. Told you you're going to make it spin. Oh, we're going to light it up too, baby. Oh, you guys may not be able to see it. Better than the fake one. Right here. Better than the fake one. I tell you. Kyle on a mission. I don't know where I could put this right now, but I got a good idea. The fake one hiding the real one, right? We got it. It's a little bright in my eyes, though, but a little noisy. We've had it since last summer. Way better, right? All right, I will figure out a way to hang it. But even that camera angle doesn't show it, I don't think. Now you can see it fine. Just hold it while you break it down, right? Just hold the game. Just hold it. Is there even a switch on it? Nope. All right. All right. Down goes the barbershop. Back to the breakdowns. Am I in the beauty industry? There's nothing beautiful about my ugly mug. That's for sure. Am I in the beauty industry? No, but we are the barbershop of sports betting, where we talk about everything from air fryers. If you've got an air fryer emoji, I want to see it. If you have an air fryer emoji, let's see them, folks. Let's see them. Justice, there was talk about a barbershop chair, and it may end up going right here. We can definitely do it right here. It actually would be pretty cool. Just hanging out in the barbershop. If you got an air fryer emoji, let's see it. But we are the barbershop. Oh, that's what we need. The next emoji, I'm making sure that they do a barbershop poll. I'm making sure that they do a barbershop poll. We need a barbershop poll as an emoji. Mm-hmm. That's for sure. We need one. See what we can do about that one. But yes, this is the barbershop of sports betting, where we talk about more than just running down the list and giving you guys play after play after play after play after play and all of that good stuff. We have more than just that. There's some of... Where did it go? I set it on the floor. I need to mount it on the wall. Lord Travis, Pat. I know we have the barbershop poll in the regular one, but we need a special YouTube exclusive one. I know we have one. I know we have that one. We'll have to get another one. All right, so little fun this morning. Alex bringing up some fun. Now I just got to get that sucker up on the wall to where we can see it. I will work on that. I've got a couple options. I've got a couple mobile options. Might be able to make it easy. Might be able to make it easy. I mean, one quick second here, folks. It's crazy. I think we're allowed... I forget how many emojis that we're allowed to have. I think we're allowed 10, but as soon as we get 17 more members to the YouTube exclusive, I just tried uploading a barbershop one, a different one, but it didn't let me. But soon, as soon as we get 17 more members on it, they'll allow us to have 14 more different emojis, special ones coming for you. All right. I love it. I love it. You guys cracked me up with the comments today. Alex, I need a barbershop chair now. Right? Gitz, you lost the Hawaii game? Wow. Oh, man, you're smart. Everybody give Gitz a round of applause for pointing out that we lost the Hawaii game, what, a couple days ago? Everybody give him a round of applause. Everybody, a round of applause to Gitz. Thank you for joining us and pointing that one out. That we lost to Hawaii. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, what are we going to do? We didn't lose the Hawaii game. We had the team total over 24.5, you dingbat. We didn't lose the Hawaii game. We also had a bowl play on Hawaii plus 10. So we didn't lose the Hawaii game. But again, thanks for your gracious presence and pointing out the fact that we lost, but we really won. Alex, I'll work on getting a chair and putting it right over there, because I have the whole other part of the set, the old set right there. Man, we're just rolling today, folks. We're just rolling. Alrighty. Sometimes you need a little troll for a little fun. I agree. Because when we win, I get it. We've been winning so much, so it's been just a little chirpity, chirpity, chirp. Maybe he's mistaken. I get it. This pretty face, sometimes you mistake it for other people. And maybe he's mistaken. Maybe he's so used to losing that he just thought that we were taking the other side. Must have accidentally trolled the wrong chat. Thomas G with the award. All right, so back to Kansas City. Back to Atlanta. Not only do we have a free play in the first quarter over, but as a 10.5 point favorite, I'm not a giant fan of it. Now, we do have the toilet flush sound. However, that is reserved only for when extreme necessary, when we have to say goodbye to a friend and a faithful follower. Do we give him the old-fashioned loser? And then we give him, but it's on standby. It's definitely on standby. All right, so as far as this game goes, the over 53, it's enticing. All right, it is enticing. Taking a look at the weather. Supposed to be nice and cold. Partly cloudy and cold. Ruffled my feathers? Nah, I'm good. I'm in such a great mood. Got all my money back from the game of the year disaster. I'm good. But I do like the over in this one. I do lean towards the over. I think the over 27 in the first half is definitely viable. I think it's viable and doable, and I think there's value in it as well. I don't have a bet on the over 27, but I like it. I really do. Dimitri says Kansas City really doesn't cover the number, though. However, Kansas City as a 11-point or a 10-point favorite or more has covered 2 out of 3 times. As a 7.5-point favorite or more, it's even worse than that. Again, I already said Kansas City laying 10.5 I don't like. I'm not a fan of laying 10.5. If I did anything with them, I'd throw Kansas City in a teaser as well. Taking off 7.5 points at BetOnline, bringing them back down to reality, back to 3. I like that against Matty Ice. Matty Ice can be a backdoor covering. I almost said the B word, but, he is when we're against him, that's for sure. And he is when we bet on him. He can be a backdoor covering machine, to put it lightly. And having 11 points hanging over our head. Alex, I disagree. Second string won't play second half unless it's a blowout. They lock up the number 1 seed with a win today. They have something to play for this week. It's the number 1 seed, so if they lose, they're still fighting for the number 1 seed next week. Number 1 seed gets a bye, so they're playing. They're playing this week. Everybody's saying oh, starters are only going to play the first half. Watch and see. They have something to play for. John Ryan's "How was my Christmas?" Fan flipping-tastic, tiring. A lot of hard work. We had a nice family gathering at the house. Smoked 2 turkeys, 2 big turkeys. All the fixings. Christmas for a 5-year-old was a blast. Memories to remember, that's for sure. Amazing time. I tried talking my wife into having a New Year's Eve party or a New Year's Eve get-together, maybe like a little cornhole tournament in the backyard, but no dice. She said, nope, no more parties this year. I said, okay, next year. Michael says, does anybody think the Steelers can win today? Remember that saying, any given Sunday, the Steelers can win on any given day, and they are still a big winning program this year. Jalen says, if Kansas City doesn't get the first round bye, they will not make the Super Bowl. I tend to agree with that statement. That's why I firmly believe they're playing, and they're playing for keeps today. Now, it'll be a whole different story. If they're up by 4 touchdowns in the second half, if it's 28-10 or 28-3, 28-7, or even up by 3 touchdowns, I can see Patrick Mahomes coming in there for a couple of the drives to start the third, and then coming out. Thomas G, are there any plays on the vibe board? Yes, sir, there are. There is one. There is one as of right now. It's the first quarter over in the Kansas City game, but we're going to take a look at some props real quick to see if we can find some good old mighty props. The good old mighty props. All right, so Le'Veon Bell, minus 143. Sammy Watkins, plus 175. Travis Kelce, minus 167. And Tyreek Hill, minus 167 for a touchdown prop as well. Taking a look at some player stats to go over some touchdown props. We're going to take a look. Todd Gurley, plus 250 to get a touchdown for Atlanta. Hurst to get a touchdown, plus 250. Ridley, plus 110. All the Atlanta TD props are all plus money. Take a look at Tyreek Hill with his 15 touchdowns on the year. He has had one in every game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 of his last 7 games, he's had at least 1 touchdown. All right, at least 1 touchdown on the year. Don't forget, he did have a rushing touchdown against Vegas back on October 11th as well. Tyreek Hill, minus 167. Let's put that. Ooh, I watched your mouth there, young man. Tyreek Hill, minus 167. Anytime touchdown. There's the Vibe Interactive. Oh, shit. The damn barbershop pole's in the way, folks. Let's just kindly set that down here. And remember, props, we bet them small. We have fun with them. They're like a penny slot. They're every direction that you look. All right? They're everywhere. They're everywhere. All right? They are everywhere. Taking a look at a couple other different options for us in the same category. Ridley's got 9 on the year. He's got 3 in the last 4 games. And he's definitely getting the receptions. His reception count has gone up as the season has gone on. He is plus 110. Chris, thanks for jumping on board the Sunday NFL Guarantee. Reading through the comment section. All right, so we're putting up the Ridley prop plus 110. Plus 110 for the Ridley prop. Taking a look at another. The only problem with Gruley is he was demoted to the backup role for this week. That's the problem. He's not going to get very many touches, unfortunately. So we're going to stay off of him. However, Ridley is going up on the board. Who won the Packers game? I was trying to think of a smart-ass comment. He was questionable and limited in practice, but he's on track to go. He's on track to go. They're not resting players. No way are they resting players with the number 1 seed at stake. If he's capable to play, he's playing today. It almost worked for us. The Vibe Interactive board almost did it correctly for us. We got a little close. We got close. If he's healthy, they're playing. And they're playing to win today. That number 1 seed is very important. They want to make the Super Bowl. That number 1 seed is very important. That first round bye is important. Importante. Those Packers, they made us a lot of money. What a great win for them last night. Everybody hailed the Packers last night. All hail the Packers. Oh, wait, they didn't play, right? Just kidding. Just kidding. JH has just need to clean up that handwriting, right? That thing takes chicken scratch and turns it into perfect letters. Justice with the, I bet with the GOAT. All right, taking a look at some other options in this one. I normally start at passing touchdowns, and we're getting there. Patrick Mahomes at 3, minus 143. Matt Ryan at 2, minus 149. I think we're going to see a lot of points here. All right, I think we're going to see a lot of points here. Does Patrick Mahomes get 3 touchdown passes? More than likely, yes. However, I'm going to go with Matt Ryan, who's going to be a for sure thing. Now, if they blow out the other team, if Kansas City just blows out Atlanta in the first half, then I could see them resting players in the second half. All right? But if they blow them out in the first half, chances are Hill's going to get a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes will probably have his 3, and we'll call it even. But Matty Ice, 2 touchdown passes or more, minus 149. Put that sucker on the board, and let's call it even. And that's not over 2. That's at least 2. There's a little juice. There's a little juice attached to it, but hey, I'll lay it. Oh man, come on. I'll lay the juice without any worries. I'll lay the juice without any worries. All right, back to the... Do I like Le'Veon Bell today? I am definitely not a fantasy guru. That is for sure. Does Just Bleed work with you? Gips, you're getting a little weird there, buddy. Getting a little weird there. Jets money line will hit. Again, you're getting a little more weird there. Mike Brown says y'all crazy as hell. We're having fun today. Definitely not a fantasy guru myself. I am in my big money league one, but apparently there's a third place prize. $1,000 buy-in, $100 per move. I was in the semifinals last week and I lost by 3 points because Juju Smith-Schuster definitely screwed me over. Dancing on the logos, and they rocked the snot out of them. I needed 4 more points to win, be in the finals, and let me tell you, if I would have been in the finals this week, oh my Lord. My fantasy team. Tom Brady, 37.92 points. Kamara, 57.7 points. Leonard Fournette, 14.10, and I even got 8 out of the Cardinals defense yesterday. I've only used 4 of my players so far, and I'm sitting at 117 and projected to beat the snot out of the other guy for the consolation prize by 70 points. Anybody have an NBA lean for today? I've got some NBA wins today. Edward says, guys, treat the trolls nice. We don't have too many anymore. That is true. That is true. I don't know why. We're just not getting the trolls. Edward's either getting rid of them too fast, or we're turning them into supporters, which we have done before. We have definitely turned some trolls into supporters and members. That we have done before. Alrighty. Eric, I see you signed up for the bowl package today. That bowl play for Tuesday will be on the website a little bit later today. A little bit later today it'll be on the website. Blaze Towns fan says the trolls can't handle the GOAT. In 1 quick second, folks. Alrighty. Gonna jump into the next one. No Chill says, should I bet the house on the Nets tonight? Well, they probably get the job done. I think there's some better avenues on that game. Some better avenues to bet on that game. Victor says, turn it into supporters, right? That we do. All right, next game that we're going to break down. Demetrius says, people just like hating. So dumb, how can you hate on a man putting money in your pocket? I tend to agree, but hey, life is weird at times. Life is definitely weird at times. All right, we're going to take a look at another one. We're going to take a look at the Denver Broncos, the Chargers. A meaningless game between these two teams. However, is Herbert going to add to the rookie marks? Is he going to start adding to it? More than likely. Steven Sanchez says trolls are like penny slots. They're everywhere, right? Trolls are. That's a fact. Trolls are definitely everywhere. That's a good way to put it. over 27, KC. I never said Kansas City over 27. All right. Jumping into this one. Give me one quick second. Jumping into this one. Joseph, don't you worry. We're going to get there here shortly. We're going to do this game, and then we'll take a look at the Packers game. Packers game should be good, I think. Packers game should be good. All right. Chargers, laying only 2.5. Jace, everybody here in New Zealand got to head to work. Enjoy your day. Don't work too hard. Take a look at this one. Chargers laying 2.5, minus $1.10 plus 2.5 for the Broncos, coming down 0.5 point. Over and under 47 total points. First quarter numbers over 9.5. Minus that quarter. First half numbers. Chargers minus 1.5 or minus 137 on the money line. Over and under 23.5 on this one. When you start taking a look at this lovely game, Mr. Chow, thanks for jumping on board the Big Sunday NFL play. Glad to have you on board, brother. When you start taking a look at this one, 4:05 Eastern time game, the Broncos 5-9 straight up, 8-6 against the spread, 7-7 to the over, and then you got the Chargers 5-9 straight up, 6-7-1 to the over, 8-6 straight up. Chargers have strung their first ever consecutive back-to-back wins, beating Vegas last week, 30-27, beating the Falcons the week before that, 20-17. Edward, which comment should I put on a t-shirt? And then you've got the Broncos. They're coming off their loss, 48-19 to Buffalo. Trolls are like penny slots. They're everywhere. Might have to have that. And it could be a picture of a slot machine with trolls for the logos or for the bars. Or instead of sevens, it's a troll. The last 7 games between the Broncos and the Chargers series has went under the total. Steven Sanchez gets the first shirt, right? That's probably going to be a good one. Kyle, yes. Everybody who purchases the bowl package will gets 3 days of the private soccer package. That will be starting soon. See, Tyreek Hill just listed as healthy and starting. He went from questionable to starting. But yes, everybody gets the, I almost said everybody gets the barbershop poll. Everybody gets access that's on the bowl package to the soccer. They actually get, and you guys also get access to the NCAA championship game, which is a special one-off standalone game that you'll have access to as well. All right. Yeah, you can. You can definitely do a parlay between those. At least on Bet Online you can. So when you start taking a look at the numbers, Denver averaging a very pathetic 19.7 points a game, 119 on the ground, 4.4 yards per carry. 205 in the air at 6.1 yards per passing attempt. I hope they do something to get a quarterback this offseason. Either trade up in the draft, beg, borrow, steal, because Denver needs a quarterback. I could probably do it, but that rotator cuff's got that little tear on it. It clicks every now and then, so it probably wouldn't be the best. It's a joke anyways. I'd get murdered. They average 205 in the air, 6.1 yards per passing attempt, 119 on the ground, 4.4 yards per carry. They average 4.4 rushing yards a game. And they've got 5 wins on the season, excuse me. Taking a look. Denver, 8-2 against the spread their last 10 games on the road after a blowout straight-up loss of 20 points or more. The Chargers averaging 23.4 points a game, riding their first ever of the season 2-game win streak. Averaging 3.8 yards a carry, 111 on the ground, 273 in the air at 6.8 yards per passing attempt. When you start taking a look at the defense, Denver giving up 16.4 points, Denver giving up 28.2 points a game. And then the Chargers giving up just a little bit less than that at 27.8. Chargers give up 124 yards a game on the ground, 4.5 yards a carry, 6.7 yards per passing attempt at 221. And then the Broncos giving up 4.8 yards a carry at 135 a game on the ground and 230 in the air, 6.5 yards per passing attempt. Denver negative 18 on turnovers. The Chargers even Steven. An 18 turnover differential between these two teams. Hot diggity dog. Chargers 2-13 against the spread. Their last 15 games at home versus an opponent coming off a conference straight up loss. The Chargers are 10-0 to the under at home after a close straight-up win of 3 points or less. And the last 7 games in the head-to-head matchup have gone all under the total between these two teams. As far as this game goes, I think it's going to be a competitive game. However, I think the Chargers string together their first 3 straight victories in a row of the entire season the first time, as last week was the first time they won 2 in a row. This will be another win for them. However, not a giant fan when it comes to taking 2 shitty teams. That's why I do have this one as a lean. It's more along the lines of a strong lean. I'll probably have a small for $500 wager on it. However, I'm not going to lay the 2.5 when I do it here a little bit later. When I do take it, I will be taking it on the money line, as it's minus $1.30 right now, and it's a little more attractive than having to lay the 2.5. But for a 4:05 Eastern time game, I'll wait just a tad bit, and I'll take the money line at minus 130 on the Chargers. So I do lean towards the minus 130. As far as the over and under goes, I'd have to lean towards the under. All right, I do lean towards the under, but again, Justin Herbert can go out and put up 4 touchdowns, and it ain't going to take much more for the Broncos. Yes, Dwayne Haskins, the starter. He was supposed to be the starter. If you guys saw late last night, there was a report coming out on Alex Smith and his calves being sore. Carolina about to be the favorite. Their money line is minus 125. Plus 105 for the football team on the money line. All right, so diving into the next game that we're going to take a look at, we're going to take a look at the Titans and the Packers. Many of you guys have requested this one, so we will take a look at this one. We will definitely take a look at this one. Line on this. Just popping up the live odds for it. Dr. Franco says the Packers beat the Cubs yesterday. Dr. Franco's a tad bit behind us. Shane Johnson is going to have to rub the genie bottle, right? We're going to be rubbing the genie bottle all right. Taking a look at the numbers on this one. Packers laying 3 minus $1.20. Plus 3 for the Titans at plus 103, which means you can get plus 3.5 at minus 103. Actually, they may bump it up. Plus 3.5 is minus 122. Hot diggity dog, the juice to separate this one. Minus 170 for the Green Bay Packers on the money line. Plus 150 for the Titans. Total over and under 53. First half number has the total at 27 with the Packers laying 2.5 and still minus $1.70 money line in the first half. First quarter number over 10.5 plus 115. Individual team totals taking a look. Titans over 26. Packers over 28.5. First half numbers. Titans over 11.5. Packers over 14.5. Yuck. Chad Barnett is guaranteed the Sunday NFL guaranteed play. Your most confident pick. Well, I like a lot of picks today, but that'll be one of my biggest bet ones. Yeah. That'll be one of my biggest bet ones. Absolutely. Taking a look at this one. Diving a little more in depth. All right. When you start taking a look at the numbers and the matchups. All right. First of all, Titans 10-4 straight up. 7-7 against the spread. 10-3-1 to the over. Then you've got the Packers 11-3 straight up. 9-5 against the spread. 7-5-2 to the over. When you compare numbers, you see a lot of similarities. Offense and defense. Like no joke. No joke. Titans. They average 31.1 points a game. Packers, 31. Titans average 4.9 yards per carry. 160 on the ground. Now, Green Bay doesn't run as many run plays, 4 less. But they're averaging 4.7 yards a carry at 129 on the ground. Similar numbers on the average. Passing average numbers, exactly the same. 7.7 yards per passing attempt each. With the Titans getting 239 a game. 261 for Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. When you take a look at the defensive numbers, again, very similar numbers. Titans give up 25.8 points per game. 24.2 for the Packers. Packers give up 4.5 yards a carry. The Titans give up 4.3 yards per carry. Both teams, you want to run the ball against the opposing team? By all means, run the ball. That's what's going to happen today. We're going to see a lot of runs in this game, in my opinion. We're going to see a lot of running plays. We're going to see 65 or more run plays in this game. Passing numbers, identical. 6.8 yards per passing attempt. Granted, there's a separation of 7 passes being thrown, more so for Tennessee, who averages more or giving up more yards in the air. Somebody tell Dr. Franco to fast forward so he's on pace with us. Urban Meyer to USC? No, not going to happen. I wish. I wish. I mean, they did just get Xavier Alford, the transfer from Texas yesterday. Was in the transfer protocol to USC. That'll be a nice little pick-me-upper. The problem is they still got Clay Helton. But anyways, back to this game. I wish they were getting Urban Meyer, though. Got to get rid of the coach first. Joseph says, even in the snow, Rodgers will throw, no doubt about it. I didn't say anything about the weather. I didn't say anything about the weather affecting these two teams and their passing game. I said that both defenses give up huge numbers to the run. 4.5 yards a carry and 4.3 yards per carry. Big run numbers that the defenses give up. Titans plus 12 on the turnovers, plus 5 for Green Bay. Now, somebody's going to go out there again, just like another game we talked about. Somebody's going to go out there and say, hey, the total between the Titans and the Packers is 5-1 in the last 6 meetings. Again, tell those people that, one, they're a loser, and two, to take their stats that date back to 2001 and shove them where the sun don't shine, because that's how much they don't matter. What matters is what the teams have been doing recently. Packers of winners of 4 straight, 6 of their last 7, beating Carolina, Detroit, the Eagles, the Bears. They lost to the Colts 34-31. They also beat Jacksonville and San Francisco. And then you got the Titans, the winners of 2 straight, 4 out of the last 5 with wins over Detroit. Jacksonville, they had their loss to the Browns where they got the beat down. They beat the Colts as well as the Ravens. This matchup is going to be a good matchup. I think this will be a good game. For a Sunday night football matchup, non-conference elites. It does matter. It does matter. Titans sit the number 4 seed. If they're trying to fend off the Colts, they need a win today. They need a win today if they're going to fend off the Colts. And if Green Bay wants to hold home field advantage, they got to keep winning. So Aaron Rodgers and the Packers need a win to hold home field advantage as well. So yes, both teams have something to play for. Green Bay 7-0 against the spread their last 7 games versus an opponent after a game with a turnover margin of +3 or better. The Titans 9-24 against the spread after a game with a turnover margin of +3 or better. And then the Titans 20 wins, 6 losses, and 1 push in their last 27 games with Tannehill as the starting quarterback. As far as this one goes, I think it's going to be a close game. I think this is going to be a great game. This is going to be a dynamite game. This is the reason why it's Sunday Night Football. I absolutely am going to love watching this game. However, I'm not going to have a bet on the spread. I'm not going to screw with the total. If there's one thing and only one thing only that I will be betting on this game, and as of right now, it's just a lean. But if I did anything on this one, I would take Green Bay on the money line minus $1.70. I know you got to lay the juice. The numbers are identical. Both teams' stats are identical as what they average on offense, defense. Turnovers favor the Titans. However, both are still quality, +12 and +5. If a turnover is going to be a deciding factor, it's going to be a close game, in my opinion. So I would definitely opt on the side of caution, or possibly a teaser. 10.5 points first quarter. Titans, Packers, thoughts? Titans seem to keep screwing that up for me. If it was 10, I'd probably jump on it. 10.5, I'd probably steer clear of it. My opinion. So there's that one on that. Enrique definitely provided entertainment factor. That's for sure. Thomas Ryan, I have over on the Packers game for the last leg of a 5-team. Should I hedge? Depends. How much does it pay? And would you be mad if you lost it? I hope that ain't the corona cough. Didn't sound dry to me. Now, do I start Antonio Gibson today, who's listed as questionable? Or do I start Juju again? Juju, who screwed me last week. Damn you, Juju. How do I feel about the first half total? I don't have an opinion on the total on the game. You have 250 is what you're going to win. Or 250, I mean, you can always hedge your bet amount, double your bet amount, you know. That way you're guaranteed something for your effort. You can always, hedge, double at a minimum, double your bet amount. That way you're walking away with something, but not losing much if it wins. Sounds like more of a Heineken cough, right? All right, folks. Yeah, Thomas, Juju did us dirty last week. Les, thank you. I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate that. All right, free play time. 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 Free play time? All right. Now, I know I can't make you guys all happy by saying I'm going to give away a premium, because then people that are on premiums wish I gave out a personal. So I can't make everybody happy. But today, we're going to flip the old trusty iPhone. Screen up in my hand, and you get a premium. Screen down in my hand, and you get a personal play. All right? To make it more interesting, best out of 3. Screen up, 1-1 for the premiums. Screen down, 1-1 for the personal. I hope I don't drop it on the 3rd attempt. I've been flirting with disaster. That's a tie. Landed on my chest. Screen down. You get my personal play. All right? Personal play coming right up. Everybody give a big round of applause. All right? Gotta get a little amped up here. Goal is to make money, hedge it, right? I agree. If I drop it both, I would have went for that one after the fact. Luckily, my fat gut caught it. All right, so free play in the NFL. I'm going to throw you guys all a big curveball. I am going to throw you guys all a big curveball. You guys not have seen a bet on the Chicago Bears coming out of me all season long. I think I took them once, and they burned me. All right? However, we got rid of that burning mojo last week with a live wager on the Jets. That put some money in our pocket. So we're going to go with the Bears team total over 27.5. Bears team total over 27.5. 4 touchdowns. Pray they don't shank an extra point. And we're locking it in. Let's put it up on the board. Edward, we do have one in the works. But we do have one in the works. You beat me to it, though. It's supposed to be coming this week. I think Monday, tomorrow. But yeah, one is in the works. All right, so let's get this one up on the board. Where did it go? I know, it's the Bears. All right, Bears. Don't screw us now. Don't screw us now, Chicago. Don't do us dirty. Bears team total for the full game over 27.5. Mike Brown says, I'll join members only if we can get that going. I don't know if we're going to have a members only one or not. But there is definitely something in the works. That's for sure. All right, folks. It's funny because FC has been asking me for a Discord as well, and asking the company why we don't have one. Capper Zoom direct, right? Zoom calls. You guys might get me in trouble on that one. All right, folks. Enjoy those free plays.
Warning.
It's that time.
Number one hater, but all haters.
Good luck to everybody betting. Remember,
Haters make you famous. Haters make you famous.
oh, Mike Brown wanted to go to the company if it's set up. Absolutely. No, the company's setting one up. It was already in the works. It was supposed to happen this last week, but with Christmas, some of the people gone. People are on vacation. John, it's already out. You already have access to it. You need to, I'm assuming you're using your cell phone, so make sure you turn your phone sideways. Turn your phone sideways like this. And then scroll down and look for your username. Right next to your, not at the bottom, you don't gotta scroll down far. But right next to your, excuse me, right next to your username is a small little box that has 4 windows in it. Click that box and then scroll all the way to the bottom and it'll show access to all your packages with the combo package. Click that and then scroll down and you'll be able to have access to it. Remember, members only live show. Members only live show. 1 hour, 56 minutes away. So if you're not a YouTube exclusive member, here you go. If you're not a member, here you go. Click that link or click the join button. You can come join us for the members only live show. All right, folks. I am out of here. Enjoy your Sunday. If we don't see you on the next live show, we'll see you tomorrow. Good luck, everybody. Always bet within your means and don't do anything stupid. We'll see everybody live again at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. 1 hour.